Hello, shipmates. Today is Saturday, October 4th. Um, we're going to do a little bit different here. What you see on the screen is the numbers 12, 1942, which stand for December of 1942. This is on the bottom of a 3-inch 50 caliber shell from the 1940s. This shell was cut down, made into an ashtray by one of the shipmates, and who's also done a lot of hand carving on it. Before we get to the carving, there's a couple of things here I think some gunner's mates could help me out with here. Um, those letters right there, FSC. I don't know what that means. I'm possibly phosphorus shell casing. I don't know. I'm not a gunner's mate. If anyone can help out with it, they can leave me a comment. And there's also all these markings here. I got to get used to this thing showing backwards is what it is. You can see the numbers, well, the imprints going all the way around. I'm trying to do this with a couple of different devices here, so excuse the shakiness. Try the other way here. Trying to show you all the sides without zooming out so you can see it better. We'll just go in here. I'm looking at the screen and it's different. My view here and your view there are totally different. Okay, down here is where the Mark 4 or Mark 7 3-inch 50 caliber markings are. Then you got an anchor, which I'm going to presume means it's a naval shell. And there's the remnants of some letters there. It's an R, and it could be a D or a P. Then it looks like an A. And after that, I don't have a clue. It's just off. I've polished this thing up. Now, to the very interesting part, if I can get it to focus. Let's see here. Looks like we got to spin it around. There we got it. Well, to begin with, notice the way it's engraved. Myself and another shipmate think that there was a punch used, and the gentleman was pretty accurate because I don't see any marks. I'll zoom out so you can see the whole thing shortly. There's a ship, the United States Coast Guard. Okay, let me go back around. I know I'm going kind of fast. I'm sorry about that. Okay, it's time to zoom out. I can't ever see that. Won't make any sense at all. Okay, let's see. Now here, this is the interesting part. Now there's the ship. That's basically what it looked like back in the 40s. With the 2 3-inch mounts sticking up in the air on the bow. The radar mast is stacked. And more 3-inch sticking up on the rear. And when you follow it back, he's in the water. And that's a depth charge plume. That's all I can figure because the ship it was on convoy duty. And it did drop depth charges off Africa and some in the Atlantic on convoy duty. But there's no telling which. This gentleman's name is Anthony. He was lieutenant Anthony R. Burroughs is his name, which is right there. And he was a Coast Guardsman, which, for people who don't know, most of the destroyer type ships in the 40s were naval ships, but they were manned by a Coast Guard crew. Let's see if we can get that around here. Get it to stay on the ship for a minute without rolling away. Zoom out a little bit again, so maybe you can see it all. Oh, someday I'll figure out this left and right stuff. There we go. We'll just leave the ship there for a second. Yeah, Mr. Burroughs, he served on the ship. Oh, I gotta think a second. He served on a ship from November of 1943 to 1946 when it was decommissioned in Green Cove Springs in Florida. So that's all I know about this or when it was. Anthony's since passed, so I can't find out. And I don't know if this works out, if I get any comments about any of these markings on the back, or if I get any other interest, perhaps I'll see if I can make up some tidbits about the ship's history, which it's been around since 1943 and was only decommissioned for about, I think, 6 years, about off the top of my head, and it went out of commission in 1969 for the last time. Okay, so that's about all that I have here, and just remember that the live cam feed at the reunion will not have sound, and the normal webcam that George usually runs will be running. And on the bottom of the live cam page that you're watching now, there's a link at the bottom to check out some of the previous posted videos, either this blog type thing or videos I've made of tractors or snow removal and different things like that. But there's a lot of them there. Thanks for watching.